Good evening, fellow gardeners. My name's Kelly, aka K2, and this is K2 Garden Adventure, my channel dedicated to me building my dream gardens and urban farmstead here on the beautiful central coast of California, Zone 9B. All right, so this evening, I've got some things I want to get done real quick, so let me flip this around and show you. All right, so in this wheelbarrow, we have some beautiful things. We have a couple of soft serve gold false cypress that are gonna go over in some new containers over in the container garden where there used to be some hibiscus trees, which are now planted in the ground in the back. And we've got a bunch of beautiful annuals, which hopefully will be perennials for me here. We have some stunning wave petunias. These are very similar to Bordeaux, and I could get these now and a lot cheaper. And these are some really beautiful double purple calabricoas. I think this one is called Uno Double Plum Tastic. But anyways, very pretty. And you'll see we're going to plant those around these in the containers. At least the calabricoas. And then the wave petunias are gonna go along the fence underneath the hay rack baskets that have the yellow and pink petunias up top. I planted some Bordeaux super petunias there last year, but it doesn't look like any of them made it. They were not in great shape. They were not new. I was trying to transplant them from somewhere else, and it doesn't look like they really made it, but hey, when you can get, 4 for $9 on sale at Home Depot, you don't always need super petunias maybe. Anyways, let me get over there and get these going and show you what it looks like. All right, so here's what we're doing. So up here is sort of a front container garden. Need to trim back some of these super bells and super petunias, and they should flush out okay. Struggling to get things enough water up here. Might need to rethink my drip strategy. Anyways, yeah, for some reason this zone used to have lots of pressure. I'm scared there's some like leak underground or something, maybe, because yeah, there's just been a drop off in pressure. I've even offloaded some other things to a different zone, but it hasn't really seemed to work. But it could just be that the little 1/4 inch drip tubes have just got too much sediment built in, and so they're just not flowing as much water. So anyways, but that is a problem for another day to solve. Right now, I want to get this soft serve gold into the middle of this new container and put these beautiful purple calabricoas around it. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Need to fill it up a little bit more, obviously, but a gold soft serve surrounded by these beautiful double purple calabricoas. So let's get to it. Well, okay, so we got this part done, and I took about an hour to clean up the rest of these containers, and went ahead and hit them all with a nice big dose of water fertilizer as well. But here you can see we've got the beautiful double purple calabricoas surrounding the soft serve gold. I actually have, there were some purple daisies, some osteosperms that were I'm planning on putting in between those three, but I could only find 3 of them. So the nursery is trying to get me 3 more, in which case I will do both containers with the daisies to give a little bit of height until the cypress get bigger. And good, the cypress should be good in there for about 5 years. These are pretty big containers. The other thing over here, picked out about, I don't know, 30 snails, which have just been eating this poor clematis that is trying to put on a show, and they're also chomping down on all the candy tuft there. So hopefully it will be a little bit happier. I want to transplant this beautiful sort of tropical looking thing over here, and I can't remember, I think it's a Mexican something or another. Anyways, it's an absolutely beautiful plant. Crazy flower stalk that it's putting out. It's never done that before. Over here we have the some daisies that have seeded down into the gravel. That's not really cool, but you know, I don't have the heart to to get rid of them right now. Really cleaned up this. Oh my gosh, and my head is blanking on it. It was the pink. I'll think of it. Anyways, this particular plant, the pink part is pretty, especially if it's more vibrant pink, but then the lower branches of brown look terrible. Anyways, it's surrounded by, I think, some bubblegum super petunia. So anyways, hopefully with a good soaking, all these flowers will come out a little bit more. What it looks like was maybe happening is the drip tubes were around the edge, and so maybe the water is just running down the edge of the container instead of spreading into the whole thing. Anyways, we'll see. With a little bit of light left, I'll see if I can't go get these 8 wave petunias planted over in the tropical orchard. And it's the next morning. So didn't finish last night, obviously. So let me show you what I'm about to finish up here, out here in the tropical orchard, getting these purple wave petunias in the ground. All right, so just for some orientation, we have the woodland garden over here, and everything's coming to life beautifully. Japanese maples are leafing out. The other deciduous trees, the crepe myrtles, are doing wonderfully. So really excited about how that's coming along. But, oh, and the hydrangeas, the macrophylla hydrangeas they're looking so beautiful here along the gravel drive. But over here in the tropical orchard, where we're gonna be working, everything is doing pretty good. The mangoes are doing great. Okay, I need to remember to finally go get the string to fix this loquat tree. He keeps busting through the Velcro strap, so I need to get something a little bit stronger, or the Velcro tape. So I do have stuff, I just don't ever remember. Anyways, along here, so over here in the tropical orchard, if you're new or haven't been here in a while, we've got the 8 varieties of mango up here at the front. And then I've been adding some avocados that are smaller in containers, and I want to go get some more varieties of mangoes, but we'll have to see, because my thought was to get 3 more varieties of mangoes, so we'd have a total of 7 different varieties up here. We'll see if that happens. But I do have 2 mangoes that are growing on these. I have one Carrie that has survived the crazy hailstorm in the winter and some of the windstorms, and I've got one sweet tart mango right over here as well. Now, from stuff I've read, it says, oh, don't let your mangoes when they're this small make fruit, you know, just let them work on getting bigger. And but I didn't have the heart to knock those off. But for the most part, all the mangoes are pushing out lots of beautiful new growth and everything. So really excited about that. And like I said, the couple of avocados that I put up here is like a rescue, because this is the most sun. Lila is pushing out new growth, which is amazing to see. And the other one that is coming back to life, which is really nice to see, is Dongalagli. So lots and lots of new growth here on Dongalagli. So excited that that is working. Um, anyways, so this is the tropical orchard. Like I said, we've got mangoes, avocados, we've got atamoyas and cherimoyas. An atamoya is a cherimoya hybrid with a sugar apple. So they're in the same family, and I guess they can cross-pollinate each other. And over here on the side, what I did use all my time last night doing was trimming things up. So this is a black-eyed Susan or Thunbergia. And so I have 4 different colors here. We've got the yellow right here, orange, pink, and white. And then intermixed, we have some Pandora vine or Bower vine, I think it's called some places. This really beautiful one, which I actually had at my last property. So it was cool that this was actually a legacy plant that was here on a different part of the property. Anyways, underneath these little hay racks where there's pink and yellow petunias planted, down below is where I am putting these new purple wave petunias. Again, these are real similar to Bordeaux. If you're familiar with Proven Winners, it's the like variegated purple. Here, let me show you. So absolutely beautiful. Love this sort of Easter combo. I had this combination out in the front of the property last year, so doing the pink, yellow, and purple over here. I did have a couple of Bordeaux that are still alive through the winter. There's one here, and I think one down there. But they're just going to mix in with this the Wave brand, because again, like I said, they're pretty much the same color, different brands. So I've already got 3 in, and so I've got 4 more to do. So all I'm doing here, what's great about this is I don't have to worry about irrigation, because this just gets the water drip that comes out of the hay racks and just drips down. There's also some gladiolus bulbs, which you might see popping up, like right over here. There's a gladiolus that pops up. Again, I always try to, if I have water that's going to drip down into the ground, I want to get something underneath it, so so we don't waste the water. So just drop those in here. I just take a little gopher cage that you get off Amazon, drop it in there, and then for me, what I realized was that I'm just gonna, because I have such hard water and the ground is so acidic here, I just am now using Hollytone essentially for everything, since it has some extra acid boost. The other thing is now Biotone is evidently included in all of them, so I don't buy Biotone separately anymore, which is a bit of a money savings there. So that was nice of a Spoma to start doing that. Anyways, well, let me get these last 4 in the ground, and we'll show you what it looks like and finish up this video. And we are done. So we got all 7 of the purple wave petunias that were in those 2 4-packs in the ground. Also cleaned up all the black-eyed Susan or Thunbergia. This one's really cool. It's a white one, which I hadn't really seen before. I think this is a Proven Winners, like an Oreo cookie and cream or something. But it's doing all right. We cut back the oak tree a little bit here, so even these flowers back here get sun, full sun, and yeah. So like I said, love this Easter combination with the pinks, yellows, and the purple. The pinks are bubblegum, I believe. The yellow ones are I think also another wave petunia. I don't know if they have a exact name, but anyways, very beautiful, similar to Saffron Finch in the Proven Winners line. Like I said, the 2 Bordeaux that look like they still had some life in them, put them in there, and then everybody got some fertilizer, so they should be picking up here shortly. Retrained some of the vines on the trellises, and this yellow one is was just a monster. In fact, I think I just need to move this. There's a stormproof uh, hydrangea that's getting buried down there, so I do need to find another spot for him, because that Thunbergia is just a very aggressive grower. I wish it would grow more up the vine instead of out, but it's all good. Again, so finishing up here in the tropical orchard, really loving how everything is. I have some more baby avocado trees that I need to get planted up here, and then, like I said, if I have any room, I may want to get some more, take a trip down to Riverside and pick up some more mango trees. Oh, looks like I need to clean up some of the cherimoyas, try to keep the growth focused up higher on those. Pineapple guava is doing great. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope your garden is coming to life here now that we're officially into spring. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please leave a comment. Now that I'm trying to get back onto YouTube, I will get back to answering all the comments, which I was very good at doing before. If you know somebody who enjoys gardening, please share the channel with them and help me grow the community. If you're not familiar, yeah, I've only been doing this for about 4 or 5 years now, all self-taught. And anyways, like I said, hope your garden is coming to life like mine is. You have an absolutely wonderful day, and until the next video, happy gardening.